Hey Internet people, it is me Dekori, and welcome back to episode 2 of our Vanilla Let's Play series on Vanilla Heroes. So I thought we would start out right away with the time-lapse, because this is going to be kind of a time-lapsey episode. We're going to be adding a bunch of details to the roller coaster. Going to be kind of Disney-fying it a little bit and adding some theme and just, yeah, making it look good. So the first thing we're doing here is we are adding a giant skeleton horse skull to the side of the mountain that you come down when you come down the big thing. So we're gonna finish this little time lapse up in a couple seconds, and then we'll get started. All right. All right, everyone. There we go. Okay, so I kind of like this. There's a couple things that are glaringly obviously wrong with this, though. These bone blocks, the dark little circles, I don't think they should be out like that. I accidentally put one out in that direction at the end, and I think that looked a lot better. Maybe instead of this really dark concrete powder, I could put some of those facing that way. You know what, that actually might be a lot better. And then I think I'm just going to douse water on this whole thing so that we get rid of the grainy concrete powder texture, because while I thought that would look good, it actually kind of looks weird with the bones. So I'm going to fix that, and then I'll cut you guys back in when that's all good. There we go. That is looking a lot better. It fits into the mountainside perfectly. In the future I might add some other stuff on here. I don't really have any ideas for what that could be, though. But yeah, I like this. So now when we come down the hill and come around the corner, we're going to be greeted by the giant skeleton horse head. And it just, it just kind of fits the build, fits the idea. And honestly, I think he turned out really well. I think he looks very similar. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, well, on to our next project then. Our next project is actually going to be that redstone door. And so this one's going to take a little bit longer. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to show this to you. I'm probably just going to show you how the concept works in the creative world, and then we will I'll build it and give you kind of some progress updates as I do. So actually, yeah, let's hop over to my creative world and we'll take a look at what I have designed. This is where I've been working out all the concepts for everything that I'm doing here. So this is Death Drop. You've got a little bit of the Fever Pitch right here. This is my test for Slime Ball. This is a working little thing. In fact, let me actually just throw a slime block in there for you guys so you can see how this works. I was mentioning this idea last episode, I believe, but you threw it in. Oh, I missed. Let's see it. Oh man, come on, I can do this. I can do this. Boom. Yeah, and then shoots fireworks out. Alright, so that's kind of the idea of what that's going to be like. And then what else do I have over here? Oh, the carousel. This is a couple failed attempts at making a carousel. Yeah, carousel and some of the roller coaster stuff. But here is what I've designed for the secret door. So under here would be that nether tunnel where you're coming in from the nether. Obviously it's coming up a hill, but this is what you would see, and it would be dark and you'd think, oh no, I'm going to crash into this wall or into the ceiling or something. And then as you pass through, it's going to do this, and you're going to hop right up and go through, and then it'll close behind you. And that's basically how it's going to go. Now, I couldn't get this completely hidden from view. As you can see, there's a note block there because I needed an immovable object, and unfortunately these wood panels are not one of those. And then also, these pieces of dirt can't be here because this has to go back. So what we could do is we could fill this up with slabs right here, but that's going to look a little bit different than the sides of the track. So I kind of just have to balance it once we get into the actual world to figure out if I want it to be seamless or if I want it to match the rest of the tracks in the area. It's already missing rails right here, so it might not be too bad to have this, but I feel like it does tell you a little bit more that something's up around here. So we'll have to figure that out as we get in there. But this is basically the way that we got this going. Let me throw a minecart in here so you guys can see it actually work with the timing. So what's going to happen is that detector rail is going to set it off way over there. It goes up and through, closes right behind you. Totally on time. Totally timed for how long it takes someone to get through. And I've tested this. I've left this minecart going like this with a horse inside of it for a couple minutes as I've walked away, and it keeps going through exactly the same way every single time. Bit of a progress update here. I've just spent about an hour getting this thing working in the survival world here. Yeah, I built this thing wrong about 4 different times. Built, you know, this whole triple piston extender back here too far forward, and then too far back, and then 1 block too far down. And then I had that lever was 1 block lower, and so it was constantly powering this piston, and then everything wasn't working, and oh man. But I finally think I have it working, assuming no ghost blocks show up and ruin everything again. I don't have the sides hooked up yet. In fact, you know what? Let me at least hook this one up really quick. I know the line is like right here. Yeah. I'm actually gonna have to move this because it needs to be going directly in to that block. Okay. So this side will be in. The other one's like way over there, so I'm gonna have to go in there. But if we hit this, our slime blocks move all the way back here, and we've opened up this. That one is the side that I still need to hook up. And then if we hit this, this does everything in reverse, and we get back up here, and you can't tell that anything happened. Sweet. So I'm gonna hook up the other side of that, and then the next thing we have to do is actually the part that I'm dreading a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure out how far down here is when I need to send the signal up here to open and close this at the right time. Because if I open it too soon, you're just going to probably get it closed on your head while you're coming up and suffocate and die. And if I do it a little bit too slowly, well then, you know, you're just gonna hit your head on a slime block and land back there and bounce around a little bit and be stuck in this little cave forever. So I'm gonna figure out how far I need to do this, and I'll cut you back in, hopefully with a working contraption here. Okay, it's time. I'm pretty sure that this thing is functional, or it's going to kill me. And either way, that will make for a good clip. So here we go. I'm going to go down this thing, and we're gonna go through the nether, and we're gonna see what happens on the other side. Oh, I'm going in the... No, I'm not. Alright. Got the tunnel hooked up. It seemed to work, but I only tested it from the bottom right here, and not from all the way back at the beginning. So we go over the thing, and it begins to open. Boing. Awesome. Awesome. That's lovely. And it's closed. I kind of want to time that a little bit sooner, but you know what? With lag on the server, it's probably not a good idea to time that very specifically. Otherwise, we're going to be losing skeleton horses left and right, like our poor friend in the first episode. But yeah, there you go. This thing is up and working. I've got this all covered up. Looks pretty normal over here. This, I think this double slab idea works really great, actually. Really, the only difference is the rails not being there now. But again, there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, so that's got the perfect look right there. And then I added a little backstage area right here, because theme parks always have these different little ways to get in and out of things like this. And here we've got our new spawn-proof floor for this little trampoline here, because I'm thinking about the lighting here, and I don't really want any lighting in this area, so that's all spawn-proof. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put behind purple stained glass back here. I'll put like sea lanterns, I think, to give the nether portal some lighting, and maybe put them in like a spiral going up that way. And then when you get in the nether area, I put some fires along the sides here again. But yeah, let's ride this thing out of here. I'm just gonna go a little bit back in the nether here, probably to about here, and let's see this thing in its full glory. Okay, for some reason that side isn't going. That's strange. Well, let's see what's going on here. I had this problem earlier when I was testing it. The side wouldn't go when I ran from there, but it would when I was just testing it from like over here somewhere. So I feel like the length is too long somewhere, but I don't understand how that could be. Or you know what, maybe it's this, maybe it was just that. Could that be it? Because it couldn't push those slabs back? Oh, you know what? I'm not supposed to have a slab there for this thing to touch. How am I gonna get? Nah, it's not gonna work. I forgot that I actually need to get rid of that slab. There we go. That works surprisingly well. Oh crud. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't blow up my redstone. Oh. Okay, so something is not spawn proof here. To see this thing in action. Starts to open up for us. Yes, the side opened. Perfect. Oh yeah, and it closes right when we get over that hill. Oh, it's beautiful. And then you just kind of slowly glide to a stop in the station. Perfect. That's an awesome ending to that ride. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Okay. Well, that's finished now. So I'm going to grab my stuff from there. And the next thing we actually have to do is build this giant pixel art that I've got an idea for on the side of this thing. And I am pretty excited about this. I got to see what this thing looked like on its own, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like on the side of this giant thing. So we're going to do that next. And I'm excited to get this going. But we're going to have another time lapse for this, because that just seems to make sense. All right, here we go. So then the final thing that we got to do is we're going to put some nether mobs around here. So the first thing I want to do is I want some pigmen just kind of everywhere, as they do. We might get some pink leather clothing and like green leather pants or something and put them on them too. I think that might be a good idea. The pigmen are mostly going to hang out towards the bottom area. And also along these cliffs, if we can find a good spot for one, like maybe right there. And they're just kind of derping around as they do. So we've got these little pigmen just kind of doing their thing, hanging out. I also want to put some magma cubes down. These guys will hang out on the bottom, and they will just kind of be hopping from place to place. What's so great is that the magma cube heads end up looking exactly like the baby magma cubes. It's pretty great. Let's see, where do we want another one? Let's put another one kind of right here, hopping towards you. Yeah, this is already looking more nethery. I'm definitely going to get shirts for this pigman though, because the armor stand is kind of awkward. And then we're going to have a group of endermen hanging out. And where's a good spot for the endermen to hang out? Let's put them together, like they just teleported in up here and they're a little lost. They don't really know where they're going. Teleported in from the end, and they're in this strange landscape. Ow. There we go. Yeah, so they're gonna go right there. I'll probably get some black leather clothing for them. Alright guys, we are back in our faux nether after quite a long detour. I didn't think that it was going to take me nearly that long to get all this stuff prepared. The dyes were actually pretty easy. But then I needed 3 pieces of hardened clay. I can't call it terracotta. Hardened clay to finish that nether tunnel, nether portal tunnel thing. And so I had to go all the way out to a mesa, which was not nearby. And then I got distracted and did a lot of digging. But I'm back, and let's we have all of our pieces for our little characters here. So this is our Enderman costume. Oh, dude, this whole theme park thing has been really fun because it's had me do a lot of things and use a lot of features in Minecraft that I just normally completely forget about. Like the fact that you can dye leather armor and stuff like that, like a couple billion different color combinations, I think, because you can keep adding dyes to colors that you've made and change the color a little bit and stuff like that. And I think it's super cool. Like these Endermen, they're kind of blackish, kind of purplish, which is, you know, what they should be. I don't just have the option of either black or purple, so I kind of like that a lot. For the pigmen, I've got this cool combo of light pink for their chest and feet, and these little green things for their legs. Yeah. Yeah. That's a pretty good fake little pigman. I like this. So I'm gonna just go through here and hit all these guys. We also have skeleton horses that I'm gonna do something with. I have another piece of armor for them, and I'll show that to you when these guys are all done. So we are on the last little bit right here. We just gotta put these skeleton horses together. I think I matched that color pretty well. This was like, I want to say a piece of gray, 2 pieces of gray and a piece of white and a piece of yellow dye. And I feel like it matches the bone color pretty well. But they look so much better with these little armor outfits on. Yes. Oh, this is looking so great. I'm so excited about this nether, guys. I think this is totally done. Now let's go up here and you'll see the tunnel in all its finished glory. I did put those sea lanterns back here just to give it a little bit of light so we don't get mobs spawning in. And it looks like I didn't miss any blocks in here. It's hard to tell because then it goes into natural tunnel and looks exactly like what it would look like if I missed something. Yeah, so this thing should be totally and completely done except for the station, which I'm gonna have to come up with a design on how we're gonna keep the skeleton horses together and in the station waiting to go. So that's gonna be a project for another time. But I want to wrap this episode up. Jamie actually wants to ride this thing. He was the one that gave us all the mob heads and has been helping out a ton with this thing without getting to see it. And I've been kind of keeping everything a secret. No one even knows that it goes to the fake nether or anything like that. All they know is I'm building a big wooden roller coaster, and then I asked for nether mob heads. So now that this thing is done, I want to have someone test drive it. So I'm going to see if I can grab him. He may or may not be on voice, and yeah, this should be pretty fun.
No, that's awesome.
That is freaking awesome, a flaming skull.
So that's a
all right, let's see if it lives up to its name.
It's a mural of the Nicolas Cage Ghostrider.
Yeah.
Totally not a copyright infringement of any kind.
Are you sure you want to record this then?
Yeah, well, it's too late now. Okay, so I don't have any sort of way to get this guy to stop because they're annoying and they just wander off on their own. So this is the method I'm using right now until I make a real station. So whoever wants to ride first.
Oh, you ride on the horse?
Yeah, you ride. Yeah. So I'm just gonna push you onto the track.
Woohoo! Oh, there's a drop! Into the nether. How did you do that? I'm in the nether. He made it look like the nether, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Apparently that worked really well on you.
That is cool. That was absolutely the best part right there.
Yeah, I was trying to keep that hush-hush while I was working on this thing. Okay, so now I'm just a floating head, so someone's going to have to get this guy set up for the next one. It's actually kind of challenging keeping up with you.
I'm trying to keep the horse in aiming the same way as the track. That's hard to do. got another drop. That's actually really cool. Oh, that's really cool. All right, round 2, because someone didn't stop me. Mr. Guy on the road is failing at his job. You might want to fire him.
Dude, you had like 2.5 minutes to just break one piece of rail. You had one job.
Yeah, one's right. One job.
I'm gonna take a look at your base and then I'm gonna head off.
Give me a second, Jamie. They're backed up. We still gotta break the mine carts.
Wow, the lag.
And then this chest right here is gonna send stuff to bulk storage.
Got it.
I could make it all centrally based around one chest, but I kind of like the idea of being able to choose if you want to throw it towards something or towards this thing. And since Il Mango discovered that these aren't 100% lossless, every once in a while it throws an item off to the side and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I feel like I need to be safer, especially since this system accounts for diamonds, beacons, nether stars, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is totally unsymmetrical. You're missing a chest over here. I'm outraged.
Where?
Right here.
Well, I mean,
no, there's no excuse. I don't care that you have a giant breeder right on top of it.
What if I told you that I have an idea there for if I press a button, it will summon me a shulker box with stuff to trade with my farmer?
I mean, that's cool. Yeah. Hey, there's also a powered rail floating here.
It's because of this thing. Ah! Whatever. Mojang knows best. That's the phrase, right?
Yeah. Alright everyone, well that is all I have time for today. So that's going to be it. We're going to wrap this episode up, but thank you all for watching, and until next time, God bless, and I hope you have an awesome day. Alright, see you later.